Welcome! We are back and we are playing Palworld whilst we watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer on DVD on mute with subtitles. So if you haven't already got the episode lined up, this is your chance. Get it lined up. We're watching The Harvest. I'm not. If you're not watching it on DVD then I'm not sure how it works. But I paused it. I don't know. There might be previously because we're only on the second episode. It's been a long time since I actually watched on DVD. Usually I watch on video. But we've got the Into Every Generation. There is a Chosen One screen. I'm not sure if they have that on the streaming, but we are pressing play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. She will stand against the vampires because she's Buffy, or as Andrew would say, the vampires. Honestly, Storyteller, greatest episode in the entire history of this show. Andrew is a darling. Right, we are going to fight the Sanders whilst we watch this. Not fight them, but catch them. She's gonna get him. Buffy, kill him. Honestly, that was kind of like the slowest vampire ever. It was pretty much on Willow's neck and had already pretty much, could have killed her by the time Buffy poorly reacted. He's gone. Honestly, it's a shame that they never, even in the comic books, like, they still didn't do anything with Jesse. Like, the Boom reboot, I really thought when they announced that they were actually gonna, it was their chance to actually bring Jesse into it a little bit more and not forget about his character. Yeah, it's a shame that Eric wasn't available to come back for conversations with dead people, because from what I've read from the Buffy magazines, it always made it seem like he was always wanted to come back, but the only reason that filming schedules didn't allow for it. So that's literally the only reason that Xander is not in that episode, because that Eric just couldn't make it back for that episode, and it would have been really great. Especially for how much they fumbled on the whole season 7 aligning with, the high school years, because that's what they made. The first half season 7 made it seem like they were going to go back to the beginning, back to basics of Buffy in high school, and it didn't begin as a Paradise, no, Giles. So I just love how quickly they get a nice little intro to Demon World, and then it's all. But like I say, this whole first season was planned as like a mid-season replacement. So at the time, they didn't think they were getting any further than one season. So yeah, it makes sense. It was all self-contained. It was all quick, and they didn't really refer to previous episodes as much. You can basically watch, I think, Welcome to the Hellmouth, Harvest, Angel, and then maybe Nightmares and Prophecy Girl. And honestly, you don't miss anything. You've got the story episodes, you've got some nice, decent episodes, which is probably what we'll watch. I'm not sure how well this is going to be received, whether anyone's even going to watch it, but we'll see. We might just stick with some of the more important episodes and go from there. And then created vampires. Find some sand over this way. Feeding, killing, doing all sorts of nasty things. Hey Darla! She's our love, she's our queen. Where are these Sanders? There's usually a lot more. Honestly, and how the Hellmouth goes from being some magical, mystical, random portal somewhere to being having a metal seal is just, again, one of the many, many problems of season 7. And it all ties back to Angel season 4 and Firefly. I know everyone loves Firefly, and yes, it was a great, wonderful little show, but Firefly is the reason Buffy season 7 and Angel season 4 completely and utterly sucked, because Joss was too busy with Firefly to actually observe the stories of both and be there. I know Joss is a bad guy, and we all know he's a bad guy, especially with shit that came out, and those of us who've been in this fandom since season 4 of Angel and the way that our queen was treated, have always known Joss wasn't particularly great and knew that there was something more to that. Like, you know, he may have been a bad guy, but he knew how to tell a story. He knew how to keep everything on track, and season 7 of Buffy and season 4 of Angel really, really suffer from that. Especially Angel season 4. It could have been one of the greatest seasons of a serialized TV show ever. And if we ever get to that point, I'll explain more. Jesse is your friend? Yeah, of course he's your friend. And it's the reason you never mention him after this episode. Ever, 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 ever again. He's just gone. Just dead. Oh my god, I cannot. I need to find a new lighter. Oh my god, I'm getting killed. Oh! Watch Buffy. Find a lighter. Play Palworld. There's so many things happening at once. Right, doggone that. Let's watch this. I'm just going to look for lighter to watch this. They just come with guns. What if they put wooden bullets in the guns? Eh? Wooden bullets in the guns? No one think of that. Buffy's so stupid. So you can't get anywhere in Sunnydale apparently without catching any rays of sunlight, but Angel getting around in LA. Honestly, the one thing I actually appreciate about this season is how much technology is actually a little bit involved. One thing Buffy did really well was kind of sort of see the future in a couple of aspects, especially one of the like poorly received episodes of this season's I, Robot UJ. When you really think about that episode in terms of where we currently are at, it was fucking well ahead of its time. It knew exactly how important technology would be to people, and everything went digital. And what is it? Oh, I can't remember what he says. Was it Malachor? And he says something about being online is being alive. And that is so true to today. We might watch iRobot Eugene actually in this, because yeah, and plus Buffy is the first time on television that Google was used as a verb, and I love that. I mean, people obviously in everyday life are probably using the term Google, but it was the first time on a television show that Google had been used as a verb. I Googled her. Oh my god, well, that's disgusting. She's 16. She's been very naughty, Xander. Oh, and I said I would look up, and it's right next to me. Whilst we're watching this and looking at this flashback, the origin. I think it was, is it the origin? Because I've got the omnibus right next to me. Double check. Buffy, yeah, it's Buffy the Origin. It's adapted from the original screenplay of the movie, and it was published by Dark Horse Comics. It's in the original omnibus edition of the Dark Horse movies. There's no we. I've quite literally got it in front of me right now. I can't read it whilst I watch this and stand in the middle of a field in Palworld, can I? That's just silly. Look, Watcher's Guides. Anybody else buy all 3 of the Watcher's Guides? I remember getting the first two, and then I think the third one was published like at least a year after Buffy finished, because I genuinely didn't think we were ever getting a Watcher's Guide based on seasons 5, 6, and 7, and then it was just there at W.H. Smith's one day when I cycled into town, and there was the Watcher's Guide Volume 3, and I was like, what? I mean, it's not as good as the Watcher's Guides as the first two volumes, and unfortunately we never got a case files for Angel Season 5. Very sad. He wants her to go on the net. Gotta appreciate Anthony Stewart Head, haven't we? And for anyone who doesn't know, that man was Frankenfurter in one of the stage tours of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Just if any other Rocky Horror fans out there and Buffy fans, nice little crossover for you. If you didn't know already, just have a look at Anthony Stewart Head as Rocky Horror, and you'll get to see him in suspenders and naughty underwear. She's got a free period. Let her go. Oh, the royal family and all their problems. Again, foreseeing the future. Oh, and yeah, I got me Jetty. Got me lovely fast Jetty. I call her She's Fast. She's beautiful. We're working on a fighting Jetty, but at the moment we like her. We can clear the map pretty easily. Might do that. Should we do that whilst we're bored? Should we just go to the very edges of the map and see if we can clear? Because we don't want to go and open up any legendaries or bosses yet, just because we want to. I'm sure you all want to see that. You're always standing around like an idiot, Santa. Today it's like, oh no, vampires. Oh no, we're looking for Miss Sanders. Let's get Miss Sanders. See, this is what I do in this game. I tend to just sort of drift in between one and two things, so it's nice to sort of have a focus where we're watching Buffy and we're playing it. We should get to class. But no, it's Palworld's fun. Although the remaster of Zero Dawn comes out soon. I know this channel pretty much started because of that big horror boss video I did, so I might do a playthrough of Zero Dawn. And I'm not sure if I'll do it whilst I'm watching Buffy. I mean, Zero Dawn's a story game, Buffy's a story TV show, so it might be hard to focus on both at once. But Aloy and Buffy have got so much in common. We love them both. And an interesting tidbit, at this point, when filming this episode, they didn't know that Angel would be a vampire. I don't think they hadn't established that actual character trait on him yet. So, in a minute, we're going to see Angel in almost pretty much pure daylight. And if you read Buffy magazines and were into a lot of reading behind the scenes back then, you know that during this first episode creation of it, they hadn't completely established that Angel was going to be a vampire at this point. Which again, it's first season of a quickly put together show. When you really think about it, Buffy, this first season was put together quite quickly because it was a mid-season replacement. So these 12 episodes are thrown together really, really quickly with not a lot of thought as to how much would continue on into another season. But yeah, we saw him a minute ago, stood in the daylight, and the only way he could have got into this place was walking in through the pure sun. I'm pretty sure they talk about it in the DVD commentary. Because again, I was a kid who grew up and before like the internet really blew off, would sit at home and. Although to be fair, by the time I actually got Buffy on DVD, the internet was in full swing. I grew up watching it on video, and DVDs were always so expensive at that point. Even videos were quite expensive. It was £30 at the time, getting each half of a season from Woolworths. But it was so worth it. And honestly, Buffy was huge in the UK. A little known fact, and this is just me and all my randomness, but we in the UK got Buffy on physical media years before the US. And it's one of the very few examples of that actually happening. The US got, I believe, almost all of season 1 on video. And then they stopped. I think they got maybe a few episodes of season 2, but after that, nothing. We in the UK got Buffy on video mere months after it actually finished, and they released it in 12 season box sets and things, which aligned pretty well with the way at the time US show would usually stop after 11 or 12 episodes for a couple of months. But yeah, we in the UK we had all 3 seasons of Buffy before they even released it on DVD. I think it was released on DVD by, I think it was season 3 when Buffy was actually released on DVD, but we in the UK had actually already had it on physical media. So imagine that, you're in the country where Buffy is filmed and aired, but another country has it on physical media. You couldn't get Buffy on video up until like season 4. I mean, yeah, season 4 I think was released on DVD. It had a note from Joss Whedon saying that the show is not meant to be screened in widescreen. But yeah, that's one thing I love is that in the UK, we got all 7 seasons of it on video. We got a nice complete collection of it on video in pretty box sets, and yeah, we always got a few. We always got the videos before, even when it released on DVD. We got the videos before the US got it on DVD. The only downside to the videos is season 5 of Angel, which was filmed in widescreen, and on the videos it's actually been cut. So it's basically what happened with the HD remaster, with the fact that put the opposite thing for that season of Angel on video. Yeah, turn the light off, Xander. Yeah, remember, only pause the episode if I tell you to pause it. I hope you all are keeping up, and we're with Buffy and Xander in the tunnels. Occasionally I'm going to chat crap whilst I catch me pals, but hopefully I'm giving you all some Buffy knowledge that you might not have either had, because a lot of the reaction channels, it's all sort of new watchers, and they haven't really been. I'm not sure if you've been able to get reactions from people or long-time fans. Like I'd love to talk to a long-time fan. Post comments, talk to me. Tell me your Buffy experience growing up. I mean, as much as I say, I can't say I sat there and watched it every single week as it aired. My Buffy experience was very mixed, where I just got what was given to me on video or what was on TV at the time. The only thing, yeah, I watched episodes on TV and I watched episodes on video. I watched a lot of it out of order. But I remember buying the final season. I watched a lot of it. I watched the final season, a few episodes. I watched the last episode on telly. And then I remember the day I saw the final half video in Woolworths. I cried buying it. Like, I didn't realise it was ending, because you have to remember this was before, I was younger at a time where I wasn't using the internet. I didn't, one of my favourite jokes, and a lot of kids probably watching it today wouldn't even fucking understand this joke, really. The control delete joke. Some of these kids today, they'd be like, what the fuck does this even mean? I'm going to shut up and watch this a little bit. Anyway, she comes out of the bathroom. I'm gonna kill you, I swear! Hey, Harms. Love Harmony. Mm-hmm. Tell it like it is, Cordy. You don't even know her. Or her parents by birthing her. Press deliver. I love it. Deliver! Oh god, are you idiot! Honestly, I love it. It's such dated, isn't it, really? I forgot where I was chatting before we even got to that bit, but anyway, who cares? Oh, I was chatting about, yeah, I know, yeah, the day I bought Buffy, the final part of the tape, and seen, yeah, the final half of season 7. So sad finally watching the final few episodes. And yeah, and like I said, it had only just ended, and I was subscribed to the Buffy magazine, and then, and I think it was like a year later they announced season 8 was coming. No, it wasn't even a year later. Buffy ended in 2002. It was 4 years later, because it was 2007, wasn't it, that season 8 started? Did the Buffy magazine really run for like 3? Because I'm pretty sure it was in the Buffy magazine that I saw the announcement for season 8. And yeah, like I said in the last video, I went to W.H. Smith thinking it was just going to be there, not realised that there was a difference between the way they printed certain, like The Simpsons and Beano in the UK, especially The Simpsons. They print, like in the UK, some comics aren't printed like in the half size. They are like they're printed in like A4 type big thing. And yeah, I just thought Buffy had been sold in like W.H. Smith's, but it wasn't. Poor Jesse. Honestly, oh shit, I'm being killed by some Gorats. Hey, you little sods. Let's catch you. And the catch rate is fine, look at that, just one ball on the sword. It's a shame they didn't actually keep Jesse around, but again, like I said, they probably weren't expecting at this point to actually go for a second season, so it was all just quickly made. But yeah, I think it was once they got the second season that Joss sort of planned his 5-year plan. And honestly, I am one of these people who, as much as I love season 6 and 7, I will die on the hill where I believe that Joss originally only envisioned 5 seasons of this show. The Gift was supposed to be the end. But like with many shows, everything changes along the way. I mean, Angel was supposed to never actually come back, but we'll talk more about that when we get to I Only Have Eyes for You. Oh, go on, Buffy, get out of there. Honestly, if you ever do reboot Buffy, like in television form, I hope they aren't afraid. They should, although they do, they probably would just. I wouldn't mind keeping Jesse around a bit longer, even turning him into a vampire. I mean, the Boom comics had the general idea. I mean, they turned Xander into a vampire for a fucking little bit, and then they were like, "Oh, let's do this silly thing where we magically bring back his soul and put him into himself, and then he's half vampire and half human." But it was all silly. I don't understand why Boom didn't just introduce Jesse and have Jesse become like the big bad, take over the master role for a bit, and. But yeah, the big comics problem was they rushed into spinning everything off. I mean, after 4 issues, suddenly Angel had its own series. We were getting some big event series with the Hellmouth, and the characters were like their season 1 character, but with their season 7 development, it was just all over the place. Well, you should be drinking their blood. Well, they're all stupid. Just kill them. Kill them all, Master. it's been a long while since I've read it, but I'm pretty sure Tales of the Vampires, which is a comic miniseries, detailed the Slayer before Buffy. It really did fail him. Very sorry. Right, I think we're almost at the end of the episode. Should find next fast travel and get ourselves home, shouldn't we? So we can end it. Hey! See, that part was always a bit confusing. Like, if he went to his eye, how did he kill him? How exactly did the Master kill that vampire? I mean, I know the Master's supposed to be like some different sort of vampire, especially the fact because, you know, he left bones. A vampire ever leaves bones. Well, I wish it wasn't Eva Giles. I'll see my girl, Darla. I love her. And Luke, look at those arms. Oh, sorry, I know. But we can first after Luke. Even in vampire face, like, I mean, we know Buffy must have had a... If Buffy could have, she'd have had Angel in vampire face. She'd have had a little fetish at one point. Like, I guarantee Buffy fucked Spike at least once when he was in vamp face. If she didn't, then she's stupid. I mean, personally, I prefer Angel over Spike just because David Boreanaz's age is like fine wine. Oh, they are as one. Oh. Almost gonna be free. You might walk the earth. Something all the way, something all the way. Right, we need some Anubises, don't we? What are we up to? We need to sort these bastards out. We just need to put lots of Anubises in that. See, he's going to take a stand for the next episode. Like again, I know Xander gets a lot of shit in the fandom, but I think the one people take into account is the fact that I know the writers don't explicitly ever mention it a lot, but I think they always remembered that Xander killed his best friend as a vampire. I mean, I will stand by Xander's character and a lot of these characters for this first, 6.5 seasons. Because a lot of decisions, especially Xander, a lot of decisions he does when it comes to Angel and Spike, it's all based upon the fact that his best friend was turned into a vampire and he killed him. And we can all complain about how the writers don't mention it much, but that's just writers at the end of the day. You sort of have to create your own sort of in-universe reasons for certain things. What was I doing? Anubises. Which is Luke. Lovely old symbols. Always a symbol. See, that's why Buffy's Buffy. Always the bronze. Oh, my favourite is the end credits scene. I love it. I love it. This is something I did. This is something you used to do as a kid. If you bought like a box set and you hadn't seen Buffy on TV, getting a new box set of a new season and watching the opening credits and trying to figure out exactly where the spots were. I used to sit there and watch the first episode of a new season, like, oh, that's from previous season. Oh, that's a new scene, so obviously that one's coming up, and it was always interesting tidbit. Because even more of a reason why I think Buffy was supposed to end at season 5. In all of the opening credits of seasons 6 and 7, the final Buffy scene in the opening credits is not Buffy. It's not Buffy. In season 6, it's the Buffy bot. In season 7, it's the first. Which is more of a reason I believe Buffy was just never supposed to come back for that season 6 and 7. Well, of course she's going to stay in Salt Joyce, because you just told her she's not allowed to go out. Oh, I just burnt my nose hairs. Good thing I'm not a vampire, otherwise I would have been right up in flames then. Anubises in the pens. I don't think I've got enough to actually fill out all 4 of those pens. Where's that Anubis? Oh no, we've got plenty of Anubises. Male, female, male, female. You. And you. After she goes out the window. The bombs. No, I can't. Which breeding farms on top floor? I wish you would just like lay them out by floor. Although these are all free actually. Well, yeah, there we go. I know, Cordy, those senior boys. She's just such a bitch, I love her. So imagine a world in which Joss didn't want David to have his own spin-off and Cordy got to be in seasons 4 and 5. So you should go. He wants you go. And finally, this is. Look at him. Look at the messy little I love it. I love it. It's just the arms, the flailing. I know they're not the best transport, but I love them. Oh, I love this bit. I can even envision the music in my head of Darla and all her friends walking down the road. Down now. Go. Look at her. She just looks so happy, doesn't she? Darla just loves killing people. I love it. I love it. She just looks so happy. And Luke is just like, I'm serious, man. He's a very serious man. Well, there is cause for alarm, mate, because you're like taking over the club that eventually is just going to become the place that everyone takes over. Oh no! Yeah, I doubt we'll ever get Buffy on Blu-ray, but if we do, I hope they actually listen to the guys who made the criticism videos of the HD remaster and actually do it properly. Because I'm the type of person who is happy to watch things in like not full screen, you know, letterbox format and that, because it's all about saving that artistic vision. Oh no! I bet it tasted good though. Sorry. I mean, come on, guys, look at him. Yeah, we know he tastes good. There we go. Serenity Legend. Ooh, what are you? Serenity. Ferocious Legend. We need to get that perfect one with Muscle Head. I'm saying I love it, you know, this is what makes Buffy different to all the other Slayers, is the fact that she had friends, she had people that were there to help her, and I think that's what saves her. That's what made Buffy different to every Slayer that came before her, and that's why she broke the mold. I don't know what the future of this franchise is at this point, and if they do make another one, I hope it's... Obviously, I hope they do a new Slayer. I think Buffy, and you can bring Sarah Michelle Gellar back. They can even use a lot of plot points from the comic books. I mean, they don't even have to expand on season 9 and 10. They can even make season 8 canon and start in a world where the Seed of Magic was destroyed and Buffy went back to being the only Slayer. And then another one is somehow called. But again, yeah, it's not. We don't need to reboot Buffy. We just need good artistic people who can create a good story. And boom, well, you know, they completely effed it all up by not having good writers behind it that knew how to write these characters. All they got were people who just wanted fan fiction with season 7 characters as their season 1 selves. You can't kill Cordy. See? Even Buffy says so. Buffy's great entrances. And here she comes. She's gonna be right down. How many eggs we got to our perfect Yomi? 10. And we're doing our nuisances. It's you that we're trying to finish, and then mozzies. We can get some more mozzies. He'll take hers. Oh, pardon me if you heard that burp. Usually I'm pretty good at pressing the mute button before I burp. I'm not going to comment too much on like the fight scenes and their ridiculousness half of the time because, you know, it's just part of the charm. What is the name of Sanders? Come on, mozzies. Quick, get everyone out. Oh! Lucky that Xander decided to drop at that point. Could you imagine if he hadn't realised it was coming? Enormous thunders. I haven't caught a single one. I love this bit. Just like what vampire doesn't know sunrise and sunset like off the top of their head, like as if Luke would actually be fooled by this shit. I'm almost there. Sorry, I thought when he went in front of that screen, because I know that screen's going to burst and. Ooh. And Jesse's dead. Poor Jesse. Daylight savings. I know. Why did I think she always said daylight savings at that point? I'm pretty sure there's a daylight savings joke in this series at some point. See, as if a vampire like Luke wouldn't have known that. Oh no, he's gone. Going home. And there's our final scene in it. There it is. We'll see end credits bit. I love it. I love it. I love being like, that's the bit of the credits. She actually did it. She did it. Okay. Let you off there, Angel. It was me that was wrong. So where do we go from here? It was a freak show, my girl. Very prepared. Well, because there's always going to be an event where someone's trying to destroy the world or kill you. Not just vampires. Giles, God, make everything sound so bleak. It's got to make everything sound so bleak. It is indeed doomed. Well, thank you for watching. And I appreciate y'all turning up. We'll see you in the next one. I'm not sure what the next episode will be. Like, should I go straight on to... I'm not sure if I should watch all of season 1, or whether I should just sort of skip to the more important story-centric episodes. I might wait and upload these two, see if anyone actually watches, see what y'all say. I think if we don't watch anything more from season 1, well, we're obviously watching more from season 1. I might do... I'm just looking through the booklet now. I might skip Witch and Teachers, but although Witch introduces Amy, and we can say a lot about that. Yeah, we'll do Witch. I'll see you in the next one where we'll be watching Buffy Witch. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.